Yeah, I think the expectations individually is that, they give it their all, but they also have fun. They get better every single day. Like I said, golf's such an individual sport, getting better individually while also remembering that team and that common goal that we have, right, which is to win conference and then compete on a national level as well. As far as the team, we talked a lot about what we need to do this spring in order to continue being competitive and being a top-ranked program in the country. And they, like I said, they know the expectations. It's giving it your all, having a positive attitude, never giving up, which goes back to also being committed, right? And that's kind of what we really focus on this spring during this off season, but also like heading into the spring season.
Yeah, in terms of what coach has been doing and with our practice, we start with drills a lot of the time just to kind of get back in the swing of hitting certain shots or being in certain situations. For me personally, I like to play a lot in the off season because, in my opinion, you can't really emulate being on the course unless you're on the course. Being from Texas, the weather is usually a lot better there than it is here, so I'm really fortunate enough to have decent weather to where I can go out and play a lot of the times when I am home. But obviously nothing beats being here back with the team and being able to go out on the course and just do some fun drills, do some relay races, things like that. So Coach definitely has made it a good mix of like making sure we're doing the right things to prepare for competitive golf while also keeping kind of like a fun, lighthearted team aspect to it.
I feel pretty good about it. I mean, all of us are really excited to get started again. I mean, last year we were all super excited when we were able to win conference and go to nationals, so that was pretty exciting. Most of us we have 2 girls traveling with us this weekend who have not been in nationals yet, so the rest of us are all really excited and want to have that feeling again.
I think because of where our ranking is right now, we're going to have to work a little harder through the spring. But honestly, for me, I like the pressure. I like knowing that we're going to have to work harder because that means that we can really show everybody what we're trying to do and what we're capable of doing instead of just thinking Center's a shoe-in. The fact that we're going to have to work a little bit harder this year leading up to conference to be able to win conference and get a bid, I think is good because it's a good push for us. And I would love to go back to nationals, and I want the rest of the team to have that experience too. So I think that's a big driver for us, especially since we have gone twice. We know that it's something that we are capable of doing, so obviously we would want to do it again.
I think they're doing a great job. I mean, obviously, Nina McMurtry has been a great addition to the program in terms of starting and making an immediate impact. Janie is also another one who has done the same thing as well. So, I'm really proud of both of them. They've really done a great job in contributing to the program, not only on the golf end of things, but being, a part of other programs and other groups on campus. And I think that's awesome that they've just done a really great job at adapting to Center Life. For our tournaments and how I select the events that we go to, being a top 15 ranked program in the country, obviously you get a lot of invitations to a lot of great tournaments. So being selective on those, knowing which teams that are committed to those, and really pushing them so that way we're able to remember playing those as we get towards, if we're lucky enough to go to the nationals. We've seen those teams before, but really challenging them to see the different teams from around the country. We're going to be heading to Jekyll Island that has a lot of West Cup teams. Redlands and Claremont Mudgrips will also be there along with NYU, along with some of the teams that we normally see as well from the fall season, like Methodist University, Carnegie Mellon, things like that. We'll see at Savannah. So it's also making sure we pick really challenging events, at the same time also seeing our conference teams as well, to see where we stack up against them and what we need to do to get better moving forward.